There we go. I think we're there. I think we're there. All right. All right. So to our live audience and then to those who will be watching this on a recorded basis, we want to welcome you to this Internet marketing training sponsored by Global Internet Formula. Let me introduce to you the young lady who will be training you not only this evening, but also for a series of a few weeks until she tells me that she has, shared what she feels like she needs to share. Queen Twitter, as we call her that because she has a Twitter following of somewhere in the neighborhood of 200,000 folks. That's huge, guys. That's absolutely huge. And I've seen her stats. Any given week, she can expect, think about this, she expects to get anywhere from 1,200 to 1,700 clicks to any of the sites that she may be promoting. So when I see Simone out there, entrepreneur, promoting multiple streams of income, or when I see Brian Maverick promoting multiple streams of income, or Sid Reynolds, Sid, you're going to love this because you're going to be able to build a huge audience. And keep this in mind. If you help them, whoever them is, your prospects, if you help them make money in anything, they'll listen to you about everything. If you help them make money in anything, they'll listen to you about everything. So you want to build a large audience. So over 200,000, she gets 12 to 1,700 clicks any given week. She's actually been hired by some more traditional companies to develop their Twitter marketing campaigns. We are so excited and very blessed and fortunate to have her as a founding contributor to Global Internet Formula. She's been with us from before there was a logo, before there was a website. Queen Twitter, Frances Alexander. How are you doing tonight, Queen?
I am fantabulous as always, Lamont, and ready to go.
Good stuff. Queen, you were coming. I don't know if it's my audio. I was telling you I was having a problem with my audio. Guys, when Queen was just talking, was she breaking up or was that just on me? Was she breaking up with anyone or was that just on me? Was Queen breaking up? Talk to me in your questions box. She was breaking up. No. Okay, all right, so that might have been me. They are saying that they can't hear you that well, so Queen, you might need to speak up just a little bit.
Okay. All right, can you hear me now?
Hey, Queen.
Yes.
Queen, now you're breaking up. Darn. Queen, you're sounding muffled. You there?
I'm here. You can't hear me?
Uh-oh. So she's not breaking up on your line. Okay, I tell you what, let's do this, guys. I need to do this. This might be me because I was having a problem early on. Queen, you stay there. I'm going to hang up, and then I'm going to call back in and then see if we're better because you're breaking up like every other word to me, but they're saying that you're not breaking up. So give me just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. Queen, I tell you what, while I'm off, you can go on and just start your intro, and then I'll be back to be your pupil in a few moments, okay?
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I know that you're looking forward to learning all of the things that I do. Of course, we're not going to get to everything in the next 45 minutes, but we're going to get you in a good place to get good and started with your Twitter account. We're actually going to go from the beginning. So those of you who don't have a Twitter account, we're going to show you how to set it up, and step by step. We're going to go through that, and then before we're finished, we will also show you how to go out and target your market as far as targeting people who you want to follow and who you want to follow in Twitter, who you want to follow you back. So those are at least two things we're going to go through this evening, and also just show you how show you why and how Twitter works. Twitter does work for.
Okay, Queen, I'm back. Is that better, guys? Can you let me know? Is that better? Can you hear me okay, Queen? It sounds like I was breaking up before.
We could hear you before. You just kept saying you couldn't hear me. So
okay, I'm hearing you fine. So okay,
yeah, so you okay.
All right, so Queen, I'm ready to be your student. What do you need me to do?
Okay, first thing we're going to do, because we're going to start from the very, very beginning. We're not even going to use the account that you've already started to set up.
Okay.
We're going to set up a new account.
Okay.
Because There's some people out here who are new to Twitter. So
people are still asking you to speak up, Queen. They're still asking you to speak up.
Okay, let me try something else. People are still, there's some people who are new to Twitter out here, Lamont. So
okay.
We're going to start from the very beginning.
Okay.
Is that better? Oh, is that better?
Is that better, guys? Sonia, Elena, is that better? Yeah, they said much better. Okay, good stuff.
Okay, good. All right, here we go. See, Lamont, the first thing that we do is this is what I do. I set up a Gmail account and my Twitter account, and I try to have the same name for both. Because in the beginning, of course, I started off. I had a Twitter name for this, and then I went out and made up a Gmail account, and then I was doing so much that it became more beneficial to have the Twitter account match the Gmail account, and that way I know which Twitter account goes with which Gmail account. So the easiest thing to do now is to choose a name, and then go and see if it's available in both places, and then go ahead and sign up for both.
Okay. Now, I went on and I signed up for a Gmail account. I have not signed up for that Twitter account, so I'm hoping that that Twitter account name will be available.
Okay.
So we're going to set up a Gmail, which I've already done, and then we're going to go to twitter.com and set up our Twitter account?
Yes, we are.
Okay. All right. And I guess it's as simple as filling out this information here and my email address and then signing up?
Yes, it is.
Now, when I'm signing up here where it says full name, is this going to be my Twitter name or is this going to be actually my name?
Your full name is your name or whatever name you want on the Twitter account. You don't always have to have your name on it. It's just that if you want people to find you, yes, you put your name on it. But if you don't, you can have a business name or whatever. But you can, or even the username that you're going to decide on, you can have that for your name, your full name. But usually they're asking you for your own name.
Okay. All righty. So we just signed up. Password's okay. Name looks great.
For whatever reason, I cannot see your screen.
Oh. Why not?
Okay, now I see. Okay, set up.
Now you see it took a while. Okay.
Yeah, see your whiteboard.
Okay, got you.
Okay.
All right, and then I can just go on and click Create My Account?
Yes.
Okay.
Create your. And in here, when you start to create your account, you're looking at a place where they're saying, they want you to follow some people. Well, we're going to ignore those because those are generally people who are not going to follow you back.
Okay, so hold on here. So when we first register our account, it brings us to a page where it's telling us we can follow these folks, and we want to ignore.
Yes, very much so. We want to ignore them.
Especially because one of these, I don't want to follow skinny. Oh, anyway, if I say that, my mama will get me.
No.
Okay, so we do next step. Is that what we do?
Yes, next step.
Okay, so we're going to skip this. We're not going to follow these folks. We're going to do next step, interest here.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, tell me what you're seeing.
What I am seeing, it says interest. It says select the topics you are interested in, find a few people you want to hear from, then follow them.
No. We're going to go next step.
Next step?
We're going to go out and find our own people.
Okay. And then should I be importing anyone, or do I go to my next step?
No.
Do I
skip not importing anyone because this Twitter account is not for your friends and family. This is a Twitter because if you're following your friends and family on Twitter, on any other account, you do not want to bring in your friends and family from your email addresses and so forth. This is not going to be about them. It's going to be about you and building your Twitter following, plus building your business or building your list. Because this is a place where you can get leads. Because you're going to be that's what you're working toward. So, no friends and family, new fresh people.
Okay, and so this is a great way for those of us who say we have no friends or family left. We've pitched them on 17 different things in the last 16 weeks, and none of them worked, and nobody wants to see us coming. As a matter of fact, when they see your Facebook profile, they go running. So this is a way that we're going to build a whole new following that don't know of our past failures or don't know of this or that, and so on and so forth. Now, Queen is telling me to go and check my email. I guess I'm going to go on and do that. Can you see my screen yet?
I can see your screen.
Okay.
This is your home page. Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay. Now I'm going to click on this link to confirm my link.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Good stuff. All right, so we are. Looks like we got that rolling. Good stuff.
Okay, now this is the beginning. That you got the account all set up, and now we're ready to go out and find some people to target market.
Okay.
Your whiteboard, please.
Okay.
And we're going to go to www.twello.com. Twello as in yellow, like yellow pages, but TWELLOW.com.
Okay. Twello.com.
Yes.
Yellow pages for Twitter, I'm assuming.
Yellow pages for Twitter. That's exactly right.
Okay, so guys, write that down. We're getting ready to go there now. Twello.com. Twello.com. We're going to pull that up. Give us just a moment.
And Twello is just like, I mean, it sounds like yellow, and it's exactly what it sounds like. A yellow pages for Twitter, for other Twitter users, someplace for you to go out and find the people that you want to follow you back once you follow them. And in Twitter, Twitter is different from any other social networking site that you'll deal with, because you have to go get permission to be somebody's friend in other arenas. Or you go and ask them if they don't, if they'll come back and befriend you. In Twitter, you basically go out and follow, and then of course you want them to come back and follow you. It's similar in thought, but it's really, you just go out and follow, and then a lot of people have stuff on automation, and they'll automatically follow you back once you follow them. And so you're actually following and then getting followers a lot easier than you would in, let's say, Facebook or even PeopleString or some of the other social networking sites out there. LinkedIn.
Hey, Queen.
Yes.
Queen, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. For some reason, I'm having a little, gosh, I just got a new internet service, and it's not acting right. So bear with me. I'm going to try another browser. Huh?
Okay. I was going to say take the www off. Sometimes
and just do HTTP?
Yeah. Or just do Twello.com and it'll come up. Let me just check it to make sure. But
I don't know if it's where I live or not. I just continue to have problems with my internet, even when I change providers. So it's so frustrating. Okay, we're getting there. I don't think the full thing is pulled up yet, but we're getting there. So Twello.com. Boy, this looks a little different than the last time I was here.
They change it up a little bit because just make it look fresh.
Okay.
New.
Now, since I'm doing a new account, I need to join Twello with my new account, right?
You do, because, well, first of all, because every Twitter app has to actually connect with your Twitter account.
Okay.
You have to have, so you basically have to tell it to connect. I haven't done Twello enough lately to tell you that it will connect to one account will connect to your several Twitter accounts. But I do know that each Twitter app has to connect, and you have to allow it to connect to your Twitter account. So join Twello, and then no, you don't want to connect.
Queen, it's got that. It's telling me to connect with Facebook. Do I want to do that now, or do I just want to go on?
No, we want to do Twitter.
Okay.
I see it saying connect with Facebook. Okay, but no, we want to do Twitter.
Did I do something wrong?
What did it say? Let me bring it up.
Okay.
Oh, you're bringing it up because it changed even the last time you were in. It had changed.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So it's going through.
For some reason, it's bringing up Facebook as opposed to bringing up Twitter.
Don't know because still has Twitter on the account. I saw that.
Connect Facebook or fill out the registration form.
No, it says Twitter. Search Twitter directory.
Maybe I just needed to go past that.
Yeah.
Simply click. Okay. All right. So we'll just go past that. Hopefully this will all work out.
Okay.
Bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. And
believe it or not, guys, this changed in the last week or so because it didn't look like this.
No, sure didn't.
So the
internet's ever evolving. Yeah.
Yes, always changing, always something new. So you just have to go with the flow when things change up on you. But the one thing about Trello is that it is a place where you can go and find, very specific people. So you can actually go break it down to if you're looking for network marketers, you can actually choose companies and generally find people in those companies. We're going to show you that here.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. Again, guys, do forgive me. My
SUCCESSDOM.
Yeah, I put that in there. Oh, wait a minute. I did it wrong. I didn't do that third S, that third C. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know.
I put in success, which is wrong.
Right. It's
Bear with me.
SUCCESS.
Yeah, I put the wrong. That's why it's. Oh darn. Okay, give me a moment. Guys, on our webinars, particularly when we're starting a new series, we take it from the basics. I know a lot of you know how to set up your Twitter accounts and what have you, but I'm going to tell you what we found out when we started doing training on the internet years ago is that so many folks are brand new, and just because they've heard of Twitter doesn't mean that they know how to go in and set everything else up. So we're going to teach it from a very elementary level. If you're already in second grade or you're already in college, then that's wonderful, but understand that a lot of your folks won't be in college just yet in terms of their knowledge of internet marketing and these social networks. Okay, almost there. You guys aren't seeing this. This time I'm going to pay attention.
Setting up your current location, your Trello password, and then you enter the password, and then the security check that they're making sure that you're a real person doing this. And then
all right, did you see that? Now, I just fill out that information. I had the screen on pause as I fill out that information. Now it's telling me to connect with Twitter. That's what we were looking for.
Yes,
okay.
Exactly. And now you're just going to give it permission to connect with your Twitter account.
Good. Is it Neville or Neville? Hopefully that's. I hope I got that right. Okay. So now what we've done is we clicked on the Twitter piece, and I guess we want to authorize the app. Is that right? We want to authorize this application.
That's exactly right. Authorize the application. If you say no thanks, then we're out. It's all over.
Okay, now what just happened? I looked away for just a moment, and I'm back here. Did I miss something? I was looking at my other computer.
Yeah, once you authorize the application, it's going to bring you back to where we are in Trello.
Okay.
So,
I can click out of this now?
Yes, you can click out of this.
And now do I sign in then?
Now you should be able to. Okay, you have to. With Trello, you also have to confirm your email address.
So I should have an email.
Right, you should have an email.
Still waiting on that email. I think this is the Twitter email.
Okay.
I hope I did everything right there.
Okay, sign in while you're waiting for that email, the email to show up. That's the Twitter account.
Oops. I did that wrong. Sorry. Oh, no, don't tell me that.
What's he say?
Did I miss something?
Login error, invalid. You gave it a okay, it should be, okay, it should, there is login with Facebook, login, or login to Twillo below. Twillo may have changed up something, because usually Facebook didn't have anything to do with Twillo.
Okay. Enter your Trello username. All right, let's...
You're going to make me find another app.
Oh, there it was right there. Yep. Da-da-da. Thank you for joining.
Oh, you got
All
the
right,
email?
confirm my email address. Yeah, the email address came in.
So we had done everything right, guys. What you saw before was done correctly.
I just wasn't patient, I guess.
Right.
Okay.
Just didn't wait for the
All right.
email.
So now that we're here, this looks so different than what it looked like before, but that's just part of the
It
business.
does, but if you look at the top, you'll see Trello Hood and everything.
Okay.
Okay. So now, following, followers, and then Trello Hood. And then categories. Just go to categories, T. Lamont.
Okay. All right. So then we'll go with categories. Got you.
And categories is where we do go out and specify who we want to find. So now,
let's say if we're doing, since we're marketers, so if we did marketing here, so I did marketing, and we've got these other subcategories.
Yes. Now you can choose. Okay. You can choose this. Okay. Oh, you got family.
Oops, sorry.
All right, that's better. I was like, hold up.
I'm sorry.
Now we're down to music.
I'm at marketing now.
Okay, internet marketing, marketing itself, marketing research.
Okay.
Network marketing. So you
Okay.
can go internet marketing or network marketing.
Let's go here.
Okay.
Does it matter?
No, it doesn't. We're good.
Okay, now let's make sure folks understand what we're doing here. So we're in Twillo. This is like your yellow pages for Twitter, and now we're going to laser target market our following. This is very, very important. Okay, we really, as marketers, we want to communicate with other marketers. What we find is that when you communicate with other marketers and whatever opportunity you're promoting, you don't have to get into discussions about whether or not your company is a pyramid or not, because people have already embraced a multi-tier type structure. They know multiple people are paid, so on and so forth. And if you connect with the marketer and they start doing business with you, chances are they already either have a team or they know other people like themselves that may be struggling marketing. You provide a lot of leadership. You give. Those folks will then want to start to follow you. And again, if you show them how to make money in anything, they'll start to listen to you about everything. So if I click on Internet Marketing, okay, so I clicked on Internet Marketing, and it brings me up to this page here, Clean Twitter, and I'm seeing some folks here.
You're seeing some folks, but you also should see something to the right that gives you even more of a breakdown.
Yeah, I've got subcategories: email marketing, online reputation management, pay-per-click, online strategy, list building.
So you can choose one of those, or we just look at what look at the people that you already have there.
Okay.
Or we can break it down even further.
Okay.
So you want to break it down a little bit further, or?
Let's say email marketing. Let's see what that is.
Okay. Because if you look at the people to your left over there, Larry Wentz, he had 200,000 followers.
We'll go back and look at Larry.
That's okay. We got Virginia Reynolds, who has 178,000 followers in this one account. Now,
okay, so stop. Let's make sure people are seeing this. So this is where you're saying, let's make sure. All right, so you're seeing that person's account, and this shows how many followers they have and what location they're saying they are from. Some of you are promoting businesses where it's not necessarily global, and so you want to pay attention to the location. Some of you are promoting a business. I know a couple folks that are on here. You're promoting businesses that are maybe like you're promoting a utility-type business that's not yet in all the states in the U.S., but this is a way that you can start to target certain folks in different states where you may have a presence. Or maybe you're promoting a nutritional company, and it's in the U.S. and Canada, all right, so that you can...
You know what, we're going to get to place specific in just a moment. So let's just go through. Let's go with their description of who they are and the number of followers they have. We can also talk about the location a little bit because all of that shows right here.
Gotcha.
So right here, right now, we're seeing Larry Wentz. He has 278,000 followers. Now, we don't really want to go and follow someone like that necessarily because they're not necessarily still building their account. So they may not follow you back, or if they do follow you back, it may be an automated tool that's following you back, so they'll never really see you or what your messages are. So I usually skip the higher numbers, and I go down, and I usually follow people who have between 5 and 20,000 followers. That's who I usually look for to follow. Not saying I don't follow some with higher numbers, but my general number that I'm looking for is from 5,000 or even 3,400 or even a couple thousand. A couple thousand tells me that they've been doing it. What's wrong? You're laughing too much.
Well, because I put 5,000, I put 3,400, and I put a couple thousand.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I even go as low as that. But what I'm saying is, most of the time, I'm looking for 5,000 to 20,000.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm looking for. But when I see somebody who has 2,000, that does tell me that they've been working at it, so that they are actually doing it. But if somebody has 2 or 3. Believe me, I'm not following them because that tells me that they're more than likely just out here tweeting to their friends and family.
Gotcha.
If they have 10 or 20, that tells me the same thing. So I'm not tweeting them because if I tweet them or if I bring them into my following and they get a lot of tweets coming from my arena, then they're going to report me as a spammer. And I don't want that. So not saying that they, but yes, they would more likely. If they're just doing the friendship thing and they start getting a lot of your tweets or a lot of your fellow members' tweets, then they're going to be quite upset with us. So that's why we go out and find marketers.
So right now, for instance, I'm at page 1. At the end of page 1, there's 94,971 followers. Let's just kind of skip.
Just page 7 where you were.
Okay.
It usually drops down pretty quickly once it gets.
All right, we're at 42. We're at 40.
Let's go down to 10.
Okay. We're at 40. We're getting down to the 30s. I'll go to page 13, see what we come up with.
Okay.
Now again, so what Twilio is allowing us to do is allowing us to laser target market. We know that these folks, they are somehow in internet marketing. We could have chosen network marketing. So now we know that we're laser targeting folks that are already in the industry, already looking to make money, already looking to build a business. They may already have a following. Luis Cardo on our last webinar was saying, hey, you're one recruit away, and it doesn't matter what you're promoting, you're one recruit away from an explosion. Forgive my slow-running system, ladies and gentlemen. She's not been acting right.
That's okay. the bottom of this page is how many?
33,526.
Oh, wow. I saw 29,000 up at the top. What happened? It's going up.
Well, right now what's happening is I'm frozen. All right, there we go.
Oh.
Finally. Okay, we're at we're at about 24,000 now on this next page.
Okay, let's take it. Let's take that, and then we're just gonna. What we're gonna do is just show you how in here you just go on and follow some folks. So T. Lamont, that person at the top of the page, you go on and follow about 5 to 10 people on this page. And we're following Carrie. Carrie didn't say a lot about herself. More than likely, I would not follow her.
Oh, that's my buddy Rex. Yeah, you'll see people sometimes that you've seen before. This is my buddy Rex Harris. We've done some training together.
Okay. And as you can see, you have Portland, Oregon. You have Singh in India, and Tatiana Escalada. I'm not sure where she is. Okay. She's in Miami, Florida. So we have several Floridas, South Carolina here, and then we have Colorado, New York, another India.
Hey, let me say this: when you're following folks, guys, you know, you're seeing some of these folks, and they're talking about their internet marketing consultant, they're this, they're that, and what have you. If you're new, I don't ever want you to be intimidated by these folks. There's a lot of folks, you know, they're calling things that are not as though they were.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, you know what they're doing is just they are promoting the person they hope to become that maybe hasn't yet manifested. So I don't want you to ever feel like, oh my gosh, I can't ever say anything to this person because you know they've got this really nice blog or they've got more. I can tell you that, for instance, in Facebook, I don't have that many followers in Facebook. I got 500 folks. My Twitter account isn't nearly what it's going to be with Queen Twitter. But do we make money in this industry? Yes. Now, there are a lot of other folks that have bigger followings and this and that, but they may not yet have arrived. So don't ever feel intimidated when you see someone that looks the part. I can tell you from experience, a lot of folks, Queen, I could tell you, I could run down through a litany of marketers' names, I won't say it, where fictitious name, Joe Smith, that's fictitious. Joe Smith once upon a time was with ABC company, fictitious name, was making $50,000 a month. And something happened. The company left him, he left the company, he's no longer making $50,000 a month. Now he'll put on the nice suit, or he'll have the nice background, or he'll have a nice blog, and so it looks like he's still making 50 grand a month, and he's still in his mind is a 50 grand a month dude or dudette. But don't ever be intimidated when you're out here running across these other marketers. All right, so Queen, I've added a few.
Okay, now, I want you to go up to the top of the page where we saw Trello Hood.
Okay, give me a moment. I got to get my webinar stuff out of the way. All right, so Trello Hood, okay, got you.
I want you to click on Trello Hood.
Okay.
Now, this is for our folks who have certain states that they can market in, certain areas that they can market, certain countries they can market in, and so forth. This is Trello Hood will actually help you to target areas.
Okay.
Target states, target countries, target even cities, down to cities. If you know when you bring it in a little closer. So let's say for somebody who has one of the energy companies, they usually start off in like New Jersey, New York,
Texas. I think maybe you might have some in Texas. They deregulated. So give me just a moment. I messed up something. Bear with me. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Well, I mean, we can choose Florida right now, T. Lamont, since that's where you.
Okay. All right. So let's say I'm wanting to build a presence in Florida. Okay.
Okay.
Or we could look at this. You know, whoops. What happened? Give me a moment.
I'm only seeing what you had on your screen just a few minutes ago.
Okay.
And basically, what you're seeing is the number of people in these areas that are into using Twitter. 52.2K.
Okay.
With one city or one area. If you want to, you can choose like a specific area.
I can go so far as to say, hey, even if I'm doing some online and maybe even some offline marketing, I want to target a specific city. I can even do that with 12 Hood. Oh, wow.
If you see right here, it has marked 10.6K. If you hover over there, it's probably going to tell you what city that those are in.
Well, I clicked onto it. I think that was Orlando.
Okay.
Or somewhere in Orlando. Okay.
33.3K, 33.3 thousand people in Orlando, in the Orlando area.
Gotcha. So I can target by city or state or country. So okay. So fictitious name. Mary's in ABC Nutritional Company.
Right.
And they're getting ready to open up Canada. They're getting ready to open up Australia. So Mary can then use 12 Hood to start following people in Australia so that they can eventually start following her.
That's right.
That's powerful, guys. That's powerful. You're sitting at home in your PJs in South Dakota, and you're following someone in Australia because your company's opening up in Australia. That's powerful. That's powerful.
So you can actually in 12, and so basically when you click on this and you click on the specific state or area that you want, that's where the people have said that they live. Now that's not going to. Is that going to choose? Is it going to choose everybody who actually lives in Orlando? No, it's not, because not everybody's going to tell exactly what city they're in. Some people say worldwide. Some people say, and they're in a specific state. They'll say they're worldwide. They'll say they're in the state of Georgia. But they won't give a city. So you won't always. These numbers are not exact, but they're close enough. It gives you something to work with when you're working in geography.
Oh, you know what, Queen? I know why some of this is not looking right. It's because I've got my screen magnified. Let me bring it back down, and then it should fit a little bit better. There we go. Okay. So good stuff. Good stuff. So couple things we learned from 12 so far is we can start following people by industry group. So we get laser targeted following. We can also follow people by geography. Again, very important if you are marketing something that's not yet completely global. So you can start choosing followers that are in the area or in the country where you are targeting, and you can be as specific as target even cities. For some of you like Kelvin and Amber Jones, you guys have been talking about some offline things you guys are doing in the Dallas, Texas area. So maybe you want to follow some folks in Dallas, Texas, build some relationships with folks in Dallas, Texas, as you're building your audience. Great stuff. Great stuff. Okay.
Okay. So now, let's go look at your Twitter account where you have followed some folks.
Okay. Let's see. Is that the one? Bear with me.
You have 49 new tweets.
Okay.
That's from the people who you followed.
Okay. All right. Now, so I clicked on the follow 19 folks. And this is interesting, Queen. I already have somebody following me.
That's right, T. Lamar. That's how it works. You go out and follow some folks. Some folks come back and follow you.
Now stop, guys. I want you to see something. That's a lead. That's a prospect.
That is.
That's a lead. That's a prospect. That person's now in your Twitter list.
That is correct.
Go on, Queen.
What I usually do is I go up and I check my messages. At the top of the page it says Home Profile Messages.
Okay.
So we're still talking about following people to get people to follow you back.
Okay.
So these and the messages that come in are from people from other marketers. This is the real deal. because what you're doing is you're going out to follow other marketers, and then you're seeing who is following those marketers.
Okay, now I'm on the message that I don't think anything is there just yet.
Oh, no one has sent you a direct message yet?
No, it doesn't look like it.
Okay. Then let's just come back and look at, okay, nobody sent you a direct message yet. So let's go back to home.
Okay.
And what we'll do, since you have, since you were following 19 people, we're going to click on following.
Following, okay.
Okay.
All right, so guys, when we were at 12:00, we just clicked on, you saw how simple that was? We just clicked on follow, 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 follow. That's all we did. Somebody else already just during this discourse has followed us. So you can see, Queen, if I sat down for 20 minutes or 30 minutes at a time, you know, how many times can I click follow, 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 and then wind up following?
If you do it for that long, for 30 minutes, you can follow a lot of folks in 30 minutes because it doesn't really take you that long to follow. I mean, I'm saying, and I say a lot, I mean more than 200, because it doesn't take you that long to click down.
Okay.
If your computer's moving quickly, if it's moving like it should be for you, then it doesn't take you that long.
Was that a dig at how slow I'm moving? That was a little dig at me.
No. It was not a dig. It was just in general. Because my computer moves slowly sometimes too. It's been acted up today for real. Because I'm like, what is going on today? Today was not the computer day.
Okay. So now I'm here, and I see the people that I'm following, and I can kind of get a sense of, I can read their profiles, what have you. Now what would you like me to do?
Now what I would like you to do is choose a person and just click on their avatar, which is their picture.
Okay, let's click on this guy here. He says he's Internet Marketing Revolutionary and a Google Maestro.
And what it's going to tell you when you do that is it's going to give you how many he's following and how many is following him.
So he's following 25,000 and he's got 23,000 following him.
Okay, now this becomes the easy part of going out and following some people to them out. Because now you can go out, you can click on his followers, the people who are following him, and what do you see there?
Give me a moment. I'm running a little slow. Oh, wait a minute. Am I seeing his 23,892 followers?
Yes. So now you've targeted people who've gone out and followed this person, and you can now follow them.
Whoa. So here's a guy who's talking about business opportunity tips. I can follow him.
Yeah.
A dude or dudette. I'm running a little slow. Forgive me, guys.
It's okay.
The gadget tweets. Let's follow them. I love marketing. Let's follow them.
Yes. So you can go down that list. You can go down that list of people who are following him, and as long as it's not anything that's against whatever your beliefs are, follow them. Just follow.
So if I'm following other folks that I see are definitely marketers by what they say. I mean, I don't want to start following someone that doesn't show that they're marketers, and I'm sending all these marketing tweets and what have you, and they start thinking I'm spamming them, right?
Well, the one thing about people who have large accounts, they are looking for. I mean, they know that other marketers are going to be looking for them. So that's not even an issue. And when you go into somebody who has this kind of a number, then most of these people are, they're marketing. They're not.
Gotcha.
These are not friends. So that's why I choose the numbers that I choose, is so that we won't be falling into the people who are just doing this on a friendship basis or whatever. And another thing, I don't go with the people who have the highest numbers, because those people have people following them, but they're not following people back. Those are also some people who are just doing social following. They're not, doing it for business.
Gotcha. So listen, guys, so what's happening, and forgive me because my computer's running really, really slow, all right? Probably because we've got so many things going on in the background, and then we've got the webinar that we're running here. But so what we've done so far, you got a Gmail account. You want to have a separate Gmail account from your regular email account, and in the perfect world, your Gmail account is going to be the same as your username for your new Twitter account, so you can kind of keep up with that. So that's the first thing we did. Then,
and then
when we were going through, we had to ignore folks. Then we went to Twello.com. We went to Twello.com. You're going to register at Twello, and remember that's going to now connect your Twitter account with Twello. And as we got into Twello, we were able to look at certain categories. Marketing. It could have been network marketing. It can get even more specific than that because you could, let's say, if you are in a nutritional company, you're in Amazon Juice Company, fictitious name. All right. Well, other people that are already in nutrition, maybe they're in a nutritional company and they don't like the nutritional company, or something's happened with the management, or something happened with the products, or what have you. But they're nutrition oriented. So now you can start following folks that are in nutrition and start building relationships with folks that are in nutrition. You're in a utility company. You're in a silver and gold company. You're in a bid company, maybe like a penny auction company or what have you. You can really laser target. The other thing that you could have done is when you went to Twello, you could go to Twello Hood. So for those of you that you are marketing something specifically that's not 100% global, where let's say you're U.S., your company's only U.S., or your company's U.S. and Canada, or your company's just about to open up certain parts of Asia, you can use that Twello Hood, and you can start following folks in certain regions of the world where you want to target. So look at the laser targeted following. Marketers. You can even be more specific with the even types of companies that people are marketing, and you follow them. As you saw here, while we were just been doing this, and I've got some computer issues here, we were simply adding following people, and we've already had one person follow us. So, Queen, your experience has been what? About what percentage? If you follow, what percentage of folks tend to come back and follow you?
On any given day, Tumon, I get 20, and this is going to be a wide percentage, 20 to 70% of the people I follow come back and follow me. So on a bad day, it's 20%. On a good day, it's 70%. And on an average day, it's 50%. But for the most part, when I go out and follow, it's usually the 50 to 70%. Unless I just chose somebody like really off one day, and then I got like 20%.
So a lot of that has to do with your target market, though.
Yes, it does.
Because if you're targeting other marketers and they're still in the process of building their account, that's why you chose 5 to 20,000 as to kind of stay in that range. 2 to 20,000 to stay in that range. Just keeps my computer's messing up. That's why you chose that, because those folks are still likely to be building their account, so when they have people following them, they turn around and follow those folks so that they can grow their accounts as well.
Absolutely. Now, okay. So that's how you go out and get your followers.
Okay.
The other thing about this is that you go out and follow every day. I would go out and follow between 100 and 150 people a day in each one of my accounts.
So this sounds like my homework. This is my homework.
Which is how I got to the point where I have that 200,000 followers in Twitter. So
you said follow how many people a day?
100 to 150. And I did probably like 100 to 200. It depends on how much of a hurry I was in that day. so 100 to 200 in your Twitter account every day. And then, you know, I mean, you have to, you know, so that's what that's your homework, keep in mind. Go out and follow 100 to 150. It'll take you 10, 15 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes, and I can follow. And again, guys, my computer's moving slow. You saw how quickly we followed 19 people, and we've already had at least that one to follow us back. We'll see if anybody is following us back so far. So if we would just, we're not training, we're not teaching, we're just going in and following 10, 15, 20 minutes a day, we've got 100 to 150 folks that we're following. Now imagine doing that, you know, every day. If you know, I have like a 6-day, 5.5-day work week that I build my businesses. So from Sunday afternoon to Friday afternoon, I build my businesses. Then I take all of Saturday off and a good part of Sunday off. So if I'm doing that every single day, so I guess, Queen, I'm on the spot. Next Tuesday, we're going to be right back here. We're going to share some more Twitter tips. We'll be building on this, on what we've done tonight. So by this time next week, I need to have 700 to 1,000 folks I'm following?
Yes. Now, there's one more little tip about your Twitter account before we walk away.
Okay.
Tonight, let's go back to Twitter, and I just want to show you about your profile and in your settings. And I don't see you.
It's coming. There we go. It's coming up. Following 23 so far.
Okay. And
you
how
see
many
my screen now?
Not yet.
One. Still got that one following me.
You got the one. Okay. In profile, it says say home messages. Just tell me what it says.
Home, profile, messages, who to follow.
Okay. And under T. Lamont Silver, there's a little arrow.
Got you. Settings.
Yeah, settings.
Settings, okay. Okay, all right.
Now, in settings, you have notices, and we want to unclick those. They're checked on automatically. We want to unclick them.
Is that on notifications, or is that further down on this page?
It says, settings.
I'm at settings. Then it says password, mobile, and it says notifications.
Notifications.
Okay.
There we go. Notifications.
Okay.
Now, in notifications, it says, there's a couple of things it does. If you get a direct message, it's going to send you an email. If you get somebody follows you, it's going to send you an email. Now, as you're building your account and you're building it quickly, you can fill up an email account very quickly.
Okay.
So, uncheck these.
All of them? Okay.
Uncheck them. Uncheck all the boxes. And then there's some new things they've added to Twitter. So basically, I want not to email me at all. Not
okay.
For new people. My tweets
okay, so real quickly, what happened was you went under your name, then there was settings,
before you
then from settings you went to notifications.
Right.
And we're unchecking all of these and we're saving that, the fact that it's unchecked.
Okay. Now you could keep a check mark in the my tweets. Show me, email me when my tweets are marked as favorites.
Okay.
Because then you'll know when something is, something you've done, people like, or my tweets are retweeted. So
okay.
You can keep those notifications in. It's just that those other notifications can fill up your email box very quickly.
Okay, gotcha.
Now, if you put in some favorite tweets and they start filling up your email box, and you just know you're doing a good job.
Good stuff. Okay.
That's
so
all
we're going to save that.
Save that.
Okay.
And now there's a few other things because you'll notice that. Go back to settings. Go back up to the top, rather. Excuse me. And then you can put more information into your profile, which is what people will see. You
want me to still go to settings or back to profile?
No, you're in the right place. This is settings.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. I got you.
this is more information about your account. And if you, so in your profile, you can, you can do an about me or whatever you want to say, you know, like it goes on your Twitter page. It goes on your Twitter page.
Okay.
And there, now, to the mind, you get 20 more characters.
Oh. Oh.
Than your regular tweet. It's 160 characters rather than 140 to say your bio. Isn't it nice? They give you 20 more characters, Lamont, so you can get a little wordy in there. Now, I mean, so this is where the location comes in. This is how the location gets on your Trello page, because we didn't go into the profile on Trello yet either. And you can go into the profile on Trello, and you actually have, I think, about 2,000 characters that you can put.
Oh, watch yourself. Watch yourself. I get to talk.
Yes, you get to talk in Trello, and people will look at your profile in Trello too, so that's good, because that's, like I said, it's a yellow pages for Twitter, so people can actually check you out once you fill out that profile page in Trello. But in Twitter, right now, this is, you know, you just give yourself a short bio. What website would you like to put in here? So if you have a blog, you can put your blog in there.
Gotcha.
If you want to put your city and state, you can put your city and state in there. Or if you just want to put your state in there, you can put your state in there. If you want to just put your country in there, you can put your country in there. Some people put worldwide in there. But if you want people to be able to target you as a market and target you by location, then I would put at least my state. I, as a female, I only put the state.
Gotcha. I understand.
Okay. So this is
so I could do something like I could just do Florida if I wanted to.
Yes, you could.
I do need to spell it right though. That might help.
That would be that would be very that would be very helpful. So this is a part of building your Twitter profile. People also can, you know, so people can find you, you know, by your profile. So even in Trello, when you do your profile in Trello, you have a few more words. Now, also, so you save this.
Okay.
Now, go back up to design. You can even pretty up your account a little bit. What you'll notice is when you go to my Twitter account, there are different themes in the background. So, but I was able to go into some applications before they started charging.
Okay.
As Twitter is getting bigger, a lot of the free apps that they had before are becoming, you know, paid apps. So,
gotcha.
I you know, basically what I do with Twitter is I learn how one error user from being saved. Something here is not allowing you to be. It says one error prevented you from being saved. Description is too long, maximum 160 characters, so you have too many characters.
When did that happen? You saw that?
Yeah, I said it's
Where's that? I'm going on to the next thing. It didn't take my whatchamacallit.
You didn't save it, right? And you probably just lost.
I thought I had my 100. I thought I did good. I was all proud of myself.
Sorry,
okay.
Too long.
All right, we'll just make it real quick.
Okay. Now design, you can go and pretty up your thing through the Twitter design, or there are some other design apps out there. Right, we're not going to go through that tonight, but you could actually, if you wanted another look to your Twitter account, Lamont, you could do that from here.
Okay.
Choose a design and then just save it, and you'll see it take its place there.
Okay.
On your page. And I think that's where we're going to stop tonight, Lamont. If there's any questions, we can take about 10 minutes worth of questions.
Okay. Give me a moment. Like mine did. Let's see if I did it this time. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. We're close. We'll see. I thought I had it. I was like, Come on, let's see. Let's see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's come out. If you've got questions. Thanks. Your settings have been saved. I got it within 160 characters.
Very good.
All right.
So you
All right.
You knew I was going to see that, right, when you made that error.
All right, let's go. Let's get to some questions here. I hope I'm saying your name right, young lady. Alina, I believe that is. Alina's saying, now, if we're targeting other marketers, hold on, more questions are starting to come in. So now I'm missing Alina's question. She says, we're targeting other marketers, but won't they be so focused and involved in their business that they won't read our posts? Isn't it better if we target your niche or regular people? You want to answer that? Because I certainly have some comments on that.
You know what? And the reason, okay, now we target other marketers, and the main reason we target other marketers is because what is that percentage? Keep in mind, about 3% are making money, and the other 97% are not.
I can tell you guys. I can tell you. This is why I don't ever want you to be intimidated when you run across some other marketer and they seem to have it all together, and they've got a nice blog, and they've got a nice this, and they've got a nice that. Please, because 97% of the folks out there are struggling. Okay, and so chances are the majority of the people that you run across are struggling. They may have a nice Twitter following. They may have a nice Facebook following. I know one person, for instance, Queen, they can get people to come to a link or what have you, but they don't know how to follow up and close the deal. And so, you know, they're good at getting people to take a look. They're not good at closing the deal, getting that deal closed. And so, Elena, and then the other thing is, Elena, you have a marketer today who loves his or her business today, and something can happen. It happens all the time in this industry. When something happens, they look for greener pastures, or the company does something that they don't like and they move on. It's very rare that you'll find somebody who's successful in this industry that's been with one company forever. You know, it used to be before the internet, but a lot of the big business builders out there, you know, something happens, they move to another place. And then lastly, what are you marketing? See, a lot, some of you mentioned some of the companies that you are marketing. A lot of what you are marketing, guys, you have, it could be construed as a tool, like somebody was marketing a particular company that's a feeder system, a feeder program. Well, that feeder program can be a feeder program for virtually anything. Somebody else was marketing a system that doesn't require people to have to recruit or sell to make money. So that can be very appealing to other marketers who say, hey, you know, I'd like to make another income stream, and I can do it without losing focus. Some of you might be marketing certain tools or what have you. So you want to focus on other marketers because they're already in marketing. 97% of them ain't making no money. That's the bottom line. All right, most of them are not making money. Most of them are struggling. And if they ever do business with you, they're already used to talking. So if now you take someone that's struggling and they're not struggling as much anymore, they'll reach out to all their other struggling marketing friends, bring them along, and that way you may recruit one person in your business enterprise, and that person brings a whole lot of other folks. Real quick, next question. So in one of my enterprises, I personally sponsored a young lady by the name of Louise. She's a marketer. In 3 weeks, she personally brought 145 people into the business that she personally sponsored in my organization. That's why you want to focus on marketers. That's
exactly.
why.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, next question. Wow, it's a bunch of questions. We're not going to be able to get to all of them, but a bunch of questions. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Someone's asking, how many Twitter accounts can we have? Is there a maximum amount of Twitter accounts that you can have?
There are no, I mean, well, there haven't been a maximum of Twitter accounts you can have. You just have to have a separate email address for each Twitter account, which is why we started off saying, you know, name your Twitter account the same as you name your email account. And okay. I like Gmail. I always like Gmail for for email accounts because of the ease in setting them up, and also because they've never told me I couldn't have another one.
And for those of you who are newer to marketing, Gmail is really your friendliest marketing email system. Friendlier than Yahoo, friendlier certainly than your Comcast.coms or Comcast.net or those types of things. So for your marketing, you may very well want to set up a Gmail account. Very, very friendly. By the way, now you see we've got 23 followers. 2 are following us. 2 are following us right now. So that's two prospects there. Okay. Give me a moment here, Linda. Linda, you said, then what do you do with them? I'm not sure what that question is related to, so if you want to give me a follow-up question, I'll be paying attention to you. Linda Y. I can't pronounce your last name. Ray Benton is asking, do we need to have a Google profile or other sites to run with Twitter?
No.
I'm not sure what that means.
No,
okay.
We don't. They don't Google it yet.
Okay. Okay. Louise from Australia says, my Twitter tells me that I can't add any more till some follow me back. What can I do about that?
Okay. Now that's another lesson. We're going to teach you how to do that too. So that means that you've reached your limit, and we have to get some people deleted that are not following you. There's a way to do it. It's just that we don't have time tonight to go through it.
So in the meantime, would you just have Louise setting up a second Twitter account? Because I mean, I'm assuming your 200,000 people aren't in all in one account, right?
They are not. They are not. They're in several different accounts.
Okay.
So I would say go ahead and set up a new account, Louise, until we can get to that.
Okay.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen tonight. Okay.
Okay. Again, we won't be able to get to everybody's questions. Ma Christ, how do you write or describe yourself in the introductory paragraph? Do you use keywords or phrases? I guess that was back in the profile when I was doing that. Do you use keywords or phrases?
I guess, there are probably ways in which people will look for you, but for me, I found that the Trello was probably because you could write the longest profile, and you could, tell more about yourself. So in Trello, when people look, people look and find you in Trello, they actually probably do find you by the categories that you put yourself into. So, and then with Twitter, I think people find you more by your tweets than by your bio.
Gotcha. Okay. And of course, I know we didn't talk about tweets tonight. Tonight was designed to help us start to build a following, so we can have some people to tweet too.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
You heard me pick with Tiedemann about the tweets in which he can only use 140 characters. That's not 140 words. That's 140 characters, including spaces. Including spaces and periods. So your tweets have to be, short and sweet and to the point. So you have to learn how to say things concisely. You have to try to be concise in what you have to say to people. And I have become pretty good at it because I get people who come back to me.
And you'll even show us how, when we're doing our tweets, how we can even shorten URLs so that that doesn't take up. If John fictitious name, is promoting AmazonJuice.com that raises Lazarus from the dead. No, Amazon Juice that raises Lazarus from the dead.com. He don't want to put that in his tweet. He just took up his 140 characters. So you show us that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Give me a moment here. This quick tweet. Oh, darn. That's spelling. By the way, if you don't know what to tweet about, you can always go to Google success quotes or something like that. Take some.
You can always.
You
always, always send a quote or even a good morning, a good afternoon. Just say it, and that just, people will pay attention when you just say good morning or good afternoon, or if you pick some Zig Ziglar quotes or some Jim Rohn quotes. And I usually do kind of throw those in with my tweets, and it kind of, that gets people paying attention to you a little bit too.
Now, this wasn't the subject of today, but you'll notice how other people did tweets, and I had a little link here. So what you could do is you could just put a little success quote or what have you. Again, just Google success quotes or personal empowerment quotes or something like that, and then you can put in your link here, and people will start seeing your quotes. They'll like what you're sharing. They click on the link. They come out and they find out about you, and maybe they start. Maybe they join you in one of your enterprises. Okay. Give me a moment. How many Twitter accounts? We answered that. Let's try to get to somebody who's not asked a question yet. Vivian, I think hopefully we just answered your question. Vivian was asking, so what are you saying to them to take a look at what you're marketing?
It depends on what I'm marketing at the time.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's just something, it's going to be something very, like short and sweet to the point. And it's a commercial. I mean, the commercial is not the whole story, but it's a small part of the story. It's something getting them interested. Now, the best thing to do is get them interested in you and take them to your blog. So I guess I would say to you, do you have a blog? And if you don't, it's time to make one. And because you want to brand yourself. The whole thing about the internet is branding yourself. I mean, and yes, I do send them to websites, and yes, I do send them to businesses. But the one thing I do know is brand yourself. So have a blog, have some place to send people to that tells a story about you and your interest and your business interest. Good stuff.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's choose one more here. Maybe if somebody. This be our last question for tonight because of time. I do appreciate everyone being on here. Is it better, Queen, to have your picture or a graphic? Right now, there's just this little graphic here. Is it better to have your picture as opposed to just a graphic?
I think it's better to have your picture, and the reason is that people are looking at graphics all day long on the internet, and they can connect with your picture. That's why video marketing works so well. Mm-hmm. They're connecting with the person. They're connecting with the picture. And even on my Twitter accounts, most of my Twitter accounts, I have a picture. Mm-hmm. And most of my other accounts, I have a picture of me. So, yes, a picture.
Good question.
Always, and it's not even the saying that I'm conceited about me. It's just that people want to connect, and they can't connect with that graphic like they can connect with you.
Gotcha. When I'm looking at that and I'm wanting to add my picture, where do I go in here?
It's in the settings. Let me see where and it should be in your profile. In your profile. It might be in your profile. It might have been that bio page. I'm not sure. I'm not right off saying without seeing it.
Okay, well, I don't see it here yet, but we'll hey, guys, listen.
Okay, go back to settings. Go back to settings. Because who can connect with the egg? You see that egg by Tieleman's name?
Yeah. Okay.
Say a chicken, But if you go,
okay, I'm in settings now.
Okay, in settings where it shows on that first page where the upload for.
Is that going to be under design? Because it's not under my profile. Well,
I'm not seeing your page right this second.
Okay, I got you.
My internet is moving. My internet is moving slow, so I'm not up to where you are. What you think? So that's why I can always answer your question after you move on to the next thing.
I got you. I got you.
Oh, wow.
I got you.
Oh,
hey,
wow.
guys, do this because, obviously when you come to a webinar like this, we've got so many folks on, we're not going to be able to get to everybody's questions. But one of the things that you want to do is treat this like your business. So right now I'm not seeing what I'm looking for, but I'll find it.
Yes, we'll find it.
And then add my picture. Great question, Dusty. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're already at 35 minutes past the hour, and we want to respect the Queen's time. Some of you have been with us since 8 p.m. as we did a webinar at 8 and one at 9, and now here we are at 35 past the hour. Keep in mind that we did record this session. Keep in mind that Queen's going to come back next week, and maybe I don't know how many weeks you're planning on doing this until you've kind of shared what you're looking to share, so that we can start having a strong following. Homework assignment for everyone, including myself. So I will come back with my homework on next week, is to set up your Twitter account, follow 100 to 150 people a day. So by this time next Tuesday, you should have somewhere between 700 for 7 days to over 1,000 followers in your new Twitter account. Okay? So that's your homework assignment. That is your homework assignment. Now, lastly, and then I'll give it over to Queen Twitter for her to finish out. Some of you are following us in a couple of our preferred companies that we build. So you guys it'll be easy for you to find out where you can find this recording. Global Internet Formula is our internet marketing and investment training system. That's ultimately where all of our training will be housed in terms of our recorded training. We'll do a lot of live training. We'll record much of it. We'll also do a lot of training that we didn't do on a live webinar and record that so that you'll have access to a plethora, big word for a college kickout, of training. Really what we want to do is we want to provide a buffet of training techniques. So some of you are going to love Twitter. Some of you are going to prefer YouTube marketing. Some of you are going to prefer safe list marketing, so on and so forth, article marketing. And what we will be doing with Global Internet Formulas, we'll be bringing folks Facebook marketing that are specialists in their particular areas. They'll do maybe one live webinar. It may be a series of live webinars. We'll record most of that, and then that will be for our Global Internet Formula family. When we're ready to relaunch Global Internet Formula, once upon a time it was $59.95 a month. We brought that way, way down. It's going to be $10 a month if you do it monthly. If you do it annually, it'll be like $89 a year, and then you'll have access to not only our internet marketing training, but also our investment training. Before I give it back over to the Queen, tomorrow night, Wednesday night, is our investment training night. So those of you that like what you've heard tonight, maybe this is the first time you've been on any of our webinars, and you would like to, give me a moment, you would like to come to tomorrow night's webinar, I can tell you you'd want to get there quickly because we already have 1,000 people scheduled for tomorrow night's webinar. Give me a moment, and we can only hold 1,000. So you want to get there quickly. It will also be at 10:15 p.m. And let me give you that webinar information. Again, we are an investment training and an internet marketing and investment training system. You'll be able to join that by going to joinwebinar.com, and here is your webinar ID. Again, that will start at 10:15 p.m. as Wednesday night is our investment night. Tomorrow night we're going to have one of our chief investment systems that we're going to talk to you about. A great way as you're building your income, as you're building your various internet business enterprises, and you want to find good places to put some of your proceeds, some of your profits and what have you. You're going to learn about a tremendous system that we have that we're excited about. And so if you want to come and find out more about that, there's no recruiting associated with that, no marketing affiliate program associated with that, just pure, hey, I want my money to grow. You'll find out about that tomorrow night joinwebinar.com, and that's the webinar ID. Queen, you've done a phenomenal job, as I knew you would. I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for you sharing. 200,000 folks following you is amazing. Real quickly, your mom, who's not a computer person, a techie at all, roughly how many people is following her now?
I think she has about 30,000 people following her on Twitter now.
And guys, Queen is my first cousin. So Queen's mom is my auntie. I love my auntie. My auntie's not a computer person. So
No,
if auntie can have 30,000 folks following her, my goodness, that's beautiful.
she was consistent about going out and doing hers.
And I know that auntie's now building a business that you're building as well. Auntie's now starting to do pretty well in that business in terms of folks that have joined her directly. It's part of that attributed to her Twitter following?
No, not that. But because that one she started talking, but she had some successes with another business that she contributed to her Twitter following because of the tweets that she was sending out, and it actually did build that one.
So wait a minute. So she wasn't talking before. So maybe she had some confidence. She starts to build up a Twitter following. She starts to build up some confidence, and now she starts talking to folks about her new business enterprise.
That's right. She has, yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to pitch it to you for you to close it out, young lady.
All right, guys. Don't forget your homework, and I expect to see great things coming from you as far as your Twitter following, and we will show you how to, we'll even help you to automate it a little bit next week. And have a great and prosperous week.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back right at this same link on next Tuesday, 10:15 p.m. Eastern. If you have folks on your team and you want to get them out to next Tuesday's webinar, you can also send them to joinwebinar.com. Let me get that. Let me get this webinar ID for you. Feel free, as you noticed tonight, we didn't mention any specific companies. We want to keep this generic. So that you and your teams can get this type of training to help you build your various internet marketing pursuits. So if you send your team to joinwebinar.com, and then webinar ID 532-423-235, they can be registered for next Tuesday webinar at 10:15 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much, Queen. For the rest of you on the other side of the webinar, thank you so much for spending time with us. We love each and every one of you. For those of you who follow us in our other business pursuits, we will see you on tomorrow evening, as well as for our investment crowd. We'll see you on tomorrow evening. Let's change the world together, starting with yours. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
The organizer